My fiance won't marry me if I get a prenup. Not let's discuss it. Not I have concerns. Just a flat, immediate no. Like I'd insulted her entire family by even bringing it up. I'm 34. I built a software company in my bedroom at 22. No investors, no partners, no safety net. Just me, a laptop, and about 4 years of barely sleeping. Sold it at 31 for more than I ever thought possible when I started. I don't talk about it. I drive a used Honda Civic, shop at Costco, wear the same gray hoodie 3 days in a row. My coworkers at my current job have no idea. Most of my friends don't know the actual number. I've always been that way. Money made me anxious when I didn't have it and paranoid once I did, so I keep it quiet. She knew before things got serious between us. I told her early on because I didn't want it becoming a conversation that blindsided her later. I laid it out plainly. I'd had a successful exit, I owned my place outright, and I had significant assets in various accounts. She didn't flinch. Said it made no difference to how she felt about me. Said she fell for me on our third date when I got into a 40-minute argument with her about whether Die Hard was a Christmas movie. Said she didn't care about any of it. That's part of why I trusted her. We dated for 2 years before I proposed. I wasn't in a rush. I wanted to be sure. I watched how she treated servers at restaurants, how she talked about her exes, how she handled a bad day. She passed every test I quietly gave her. She was patient and funny and grounding in a way I hadn't felt with anyone before. The ring cost more than my first car. I got down on one knee in her parents' backyard because she'd mentioned once that she always imagined it happening somewhere that meant something. She said yes before I even finished the sentence. We were happy for months after the engagement. Then I brought up the prenup. I didn't ambush her with it. I asked if we could sit down one evening and talk through some logistics before we got too deep into planning. Poured 2 glasses of wine, kept it low-key. I explained that a prenup wasn't about expecting things to go wrong. It was about protecting both of us, giving us a clean framework so that if anything ever did fall apart, money wouldn't be the thing that made it ugly. I told her I'd had a lawyer draft something that included provisions for her too. If we were together 5 years and she'd put her career on hold, that would be accounted for. Her response was immediate. No. Not a no that left room for conversation. A no that closed the door completely. She said if I was already thinking about divorce before we were even married, maybe I wasn't as ready as I claimed. She said love doesn't come with exit strategies. Said real couples don't need legal documents to prove what they mean to each other. I sat with that for a few days, tried to see it from her perspective. Maybe she'd grown up in a family where prenups felt like an insult, like a signal you were already planning to leave. I could understand that emotionally even if I didn't agree with it logically. So I brought it up again, softer this time. Said let's just talk it through together. Let's get both our lawyers on a call and see what we can build. Same answer, harder this time. She said if I kept pushing, it would start affecting how she felt about the engagement. That was the first time I felt something shift. I let it go for a few weeks, focused on the venue, the guest list, the other details, but I couldn't shake the feeling sitting just beneath everything. It wasn't even about the money anymore. It was about the fact that every time I tried to have an adult conversation about our future, she shut it down in a way that felt less like discomfort and more like control. Like she knew exactly what she was doing and needed me to stop. That night, I went through her phone. I know how that sounds. I'm not proud of it, but something had been pulling at me for weeks, and I needed to either find nothing and feel relieved, or find something and finally understand why my gut had been so loud. I found something. She'd been texting her older sister consistently for months. I scrolled back further than I probably should have. 8 months, a few weeks before I proposed. Her sister had sent a message asking how things were going, asking if she thought I was the one. Her response took me a few reads to fully absorb. He's worth at least 40 million. Honestly, that's close enough. No follow-up walking it back. No, obviously I'm joking. Just that. Sitting there in the thread, time-stamped 4 weeks before she stood in her parents' backyard and told me yes. I set the phone down. I didn't wake her up. I didn't say a word. I just sat on the edge of the bed in the dark for a long time, going back through 2 years of memories, trying to figure out which ones were real. The wedding is 4 months away. The venue deposit is non-refundable. 300 invitations are being printed this week. And I'm sitting here at my kitchen table at 2 in the morning, completely alone with this, realizing I may never have known her at all.